get to take you through My Ford Touch. I'm really excited about it. This is the product we are launching it on, and it's simply a fantastic product. Elaine Mann and her team has done such a great job with the vehicle, and really envious of the work she does on a total vehicle level. And the attention to detail is actually miraculous. I think you're going to be blown away by this vehicle. So, in addition to all this, I get to have you have an audience participation opportunity here with me. So what I'd like you to do is, for anyone who has a cellular phone here today, if you could raise your hand or raise your device, right? So, okay, how many have two cell phones? All right, that's two hands. We're gonna run out of hands, use your feet. Anyone have a smartphone? How about a media player? Or an iPod of some sort? An iPad? I think I've seen a few iPads in the audience. Okay, so next question. What would you do if you had forgotten that at your hotel or in your car? Cheers to the audience. You feel pretty disconnected, right? Well, it's that exact emotion, it's that exact reality of really everyone's need these days to be continually connected, continually entertained, informed, or productive. That was the inspiration and really the driving force behind developing My Ford Touch. Which really is a safe, smart, and simple user interface for the modern driver. So, what is at the core of My Ford Touch? We refer to My Ford Touch as being a multimodal system. What we've done at Ford is we've taken the latest advancements in voice recognition, in touch sense, and in graphical user interfaces, and we've integrated them into a holistic and intuitive experience for the driver. An experience that is both confident and compelling interface. So the driver will, at the touch of a button or the sound of your voice, have access and complete control over all the vehicle functionality. Let's talk about the specifics though. Let's start with the instrument cluster. You can see we've added 2 LCD displays. Now these displays are colorful, they're crisp, and they're compelling for the driver. Going to the center stack, again, an LCD display. But this time it's 8 inches, it's color, and it's touchscreen. Now touchscreen has time and time again proven itself to be the most useful and superior interface for multimedia functionality in the vehicle. On the steering wheel, we've added 2 5-way controls on the left and right hand side. These 5-way controls are like you see on your consumer electronic devices today, and they correspond with the left hand and right hand screens within the cluster and control them. On the center stack, we've moved away from the traditional buttons, switches, and rotaries to introduce a TouchSense control panel. Now you all have these TouchSense controls on your consumer devices, and even in your home on your appliances. Why shouldn't they be in your automobile as well? We find this TouchSense control panel to be clean, efficient, and elegant. Since we introduced Sync Gen 1, you've all asked, I want to be more connected. I want more opportunities, more alternatives to connecting my devices to your vehicle. With the Media Hub, we deliver. We have 2 USB ports, an SD card slot, and RCA jacks for analog input of video and audio. Now, perhaps the most important element of My Ford Touch is not readily visible to you when you enter the car. It's behind the scenes. We're working with our partners at Nuance. We've taken Sync Gen 1, moved to Sync Gen 2, which is behind the scenes in My Ford Touch. We've gone from 100 first-level voice commands to over 10,000 voice commands that are active and available at the first touch of the push-to-talk button. We've flattened our command structure. We've added one-shot destination entry for the navigation function, and we've also added more aliases throughout the system. I'd like to give examples of each of those. For the flattened command structure, for instance, within Sync Gen 1, you needed first to say phone before you said call. So you'd have to say phone to get into the phone function, and then say call John Smith. Not anymore. Sync Gen 2 with My Ford Touch can simply say call John Smith from anywhere in the menu, Simple understand, and it will make that call. One-shot destination entry. I've waited for this one for a long time, and technology is finally here. Within navigation, no longer do you have to first say the number, and then the street, and then the city, all in some kind of structured hierarchical menu. You can simply say 123 Main Street, Nashville. Simple understand, it'll route you there the first time on one shot. Aliases in the system simply mean that there's multiple ways to execute the same command. So the examples within My4Touch include the climate function. For instance, if you want to increase the temperature in the cabin, you can say temperature up. You can say increase temp. Or you can say warmer. Simple understand you, and it will execute the same command. Within the media function, or the media device function, you can say play track or play song. Simple understand it as the same command, and it will execute that command. Now, I want to spend a little bit more time on this functionality because it's so integral to Ford's fundamental strategy for My4Touch and for really all of our driver cockpit user interfaces. And that is the use of voice to keep the driver's hands on the wheels and their eyes on the road, to eliminate driver distraction from the cockpit and allow that driver complete control and access to all the rich features that we're giving him or her, but at the same time, again, stay in control, keep those hands on the wheel and the eyes on the road. In that same vein, we've added a few new driver attention measures in the vehicle. We've added a Do Not Disturb button feature. What this simply does is if the driver selects it, incoming text messages and incoming phone calls will be routed automatically to their voicemail without disturbing the driver at that point in time in the route. We made enhancements to our text message reader so more phone devices will be compatible in the future. And we've looked again at every single feature that we offer the customer and asked ourselves, is this relevant and important for the driver while I'm going down the road at speed? If not, we lock it out. Now, beyond the great enhancements in the user interface that we made, we've also added a lot of new functionality in this guide. I hope you get to experience just some of it throughout the day. Now, we've grouped these functions into 4 logical areas that are structured in the menu and also color correspond to the colors within the right-hand side of the cluster display. Those functions are navigation, phone, entertainment, and climate. I don't have time to talk about those all today, so I'm just going to hit some of the highlights. Again, I hope you get a chance to talk to some of our representatives here and experience many of these along during your drives. To start with navigation, My4Touch actually offers 2 levels of navigation. The first is standard, and it's turn-by-turn directions that's offered as an overall part of the sync traffic, directions, and information services. Standard with every My4Touch vehicle, no monthly charge. We also offer a new, upgraded, optional map-based premium navigation system. Now let's talk again real briefly about each one of these. So sync services, again, is a standard package with every My4Touch vehicle, and it's free, no monthly charge. Within sync services are an entire portfolio of applications that are cloud-based. So how you access these is you make a simple phone call to sync services. The number is pre-programmed into the module, and you activate and interact with them through voice activation commands. Two of the more interesting, I guess, or some of the applications I'd like to highlight are one, the turn-by-turn directions, which all of you will get a chance to experience on your route today. There's also a telenav representatives on site to help you understand more about the service and where we may be going with it in the future. And we also have, working with our good partners at MapQuest and Google, we have a feature called Destination Send to Sync. What that means is the user at their home or their office will go on the internet, select a destination, choose to send the sync functionality, and when that user or driver goes in their car, they can call sync services, download that destination, and the HMI will take over in the car and take them to the route that they decided upon before they ever entered their car. One of the significant enhancements in My4Touch can be seen here. Today's turn-by-turn directions do exist in Ford vehicles, but we've added these LCD displays that makes the entire feature much richer and more intuitive for the user. We're also quite proud, as I said, of our new premium map-based navigation system. Now it's SD card-based, where in the past we've been on a hard drive or DVD. So what, right? Well, what that means is we've been able to drive down the cost of this system dramatically. We've also loaded it with enhancements to existing features and provided a significant amount of new features. There are enhancements to serious travel lane. We've added a fuel-efficient eco route, which I know some of you saw a demonstration of. We have added WC's point of interest information, Gracenote media management, and a host of other items. And of course, this optional navigation system is also paired with all the sync services we just talked about on the previous slides. Again, we've worked with our good partners at Telenav to produce what I believe is a significant enhancement in our map-based navigation system and really provides a stunning interface in the vehicle that we're able to touch screen. Now, it's not just the navigation where we've added features. And again, there's a long list, but I want to just highlight two that are within the entertainment function. First, we've introduced instant replay with a Sirius satellite radio. What that means is the user can record up to 44 minutes of broadcast from the Sirius satellite station for playback later on in the meeting. We are also introducing HD radio with Mindful Touch on the edge. And in addition to an HD radio introduction, we're offering a feature called iTunes Song Tag. Some of you may be familiar with this, but if you're listening to HD radio and one of your favorite songs come on, you simply touch the tag button. The metadata for that song downloads to your iPod or your iPhone that's hooked into the USB port in the car. Later on, at your convenience, when you're syncing to your iTunes database, any songs that you've tagged will show up and become available for purchase. Now, Elaine mentioned earlier about our relationship with SONY and really the impact it's had on the interior designs of our vehicle, really complementing well the Ford DNA and our push toward higher interior craftsmanship and absolute design leadership. Well, SONY is a fantastic partner. We've been able to, not only from a design DNA and an interior, beauty perspective, but also they provide industry-leading technology within audio. And we're really proud and really excited about this new SONY audiophile system we're offering with the Ford Edge. I really encourage you to talk to the SONY reps that are here today. Make sure you get a demonstration of the system and get all the good data and facts around it, because it's a fantastic system, and we're ready to launch it here and roll it out across many of our other Ford products. And finally, I want to leave you today with a new and interesting feature. And again, you'll have the ability to have this demonstrated along the route at the second stop, and that is the Wi-Fi mobile hotspot. With this feature, essentially you plug in a USB-based modem and you turn the edge to a mobile hotspot. And it can link up to 5 users on the same Wi-Fi data plan. Really a cool feature, and one that again you get to experience today. So I touched on really just some of the highlights of the Mindful Touch system. There's a significant amount of new functionality. The user interface we think is superior and class-leading. We hope to blow away the competition, and we think we will. So with that, I want to turn you over to Amy Morantic, who's our Group Marketing Manager of Cars and Products.